Hey, this is Samantha here from Recipe This. I'm the voice behind the popular kitchen gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today, I wanted to do a quick experiment and just see if the Slimming World frozen chips actually taste good if they're air fried. We all know that the frozen chips are cooked without oil, and it's a case of wondering, are they going to dry out? What extras do we need to add in to make them taste good? So today I'm putting it to the test. As well as this recipe, we have more than 1,000 recipes for you to choose from over at recipethis.com, with a common theme of cooked with kitchen gadgets. We have air fryer recipes, instant pot recipes, slow cooker recipes, soup maker recipes, bread machine recipes, and many others. We can't wait to see you over there to check out the rest of our collection. Long story short, I've been wanting to try these Slimming World chips for a long time, but unfortunately at the time of recording this video we live in the Algarve in southern Portugal, and they've only just become available now. So while many of you have been enjoying them in the air fryer for a few years, this is our first opportunity. And we were most interested in converting them to the air fryer to see what they were like, because you see the instructions online for them and there's a lot of mentions about doing them as oven chips. But the air fryer can make chips so much more crispy, so we wanted to see how the air fryer would do with them. First of all, open up your bag, out your air fryer. Depending on how many you actually want, you can add a few more. And they're also skin on, which skin on actually do taste better in the air fryer. But I think what's more worrying is that how dry they'll be, because there's been no oil involved whatsoever to make them a Slimming World free food. So it's time to put them on. So turn your air fryer on. You're looking for a temperature of 160 Celsius, that's 320 Fahrenheit, and you're wanting to go with a cook time of 12 minutes. This is so that you can be cooking the chips but not drying them out. You do not want to go any higher in temperature than that. And we've beeped. So now, these Slimming World chips have done 12 minutes in the air fryer, and as you can see they all stick together, and that's because there's no oil to help them out. But at this point they were in fact cooked. These are just your standard chips like you imagine doing it in the air fryer oven. No, sorry, not the air fryer oven, in the standard oven. Now the problem you have there's no oil involved, they can be really dry. So this is when we step it up a level and we make our air fryer frozen chips taste better. So the first thing is to get a bowl. Then you want to be placing all the chips in the bowl like that, and then we're going like the chip shop and add in some salt and vinegar. So don't be shy, just kind of add a little bowl of vinegar and then add in your salt. I'm using sea salt because I prefer it, but you could use any you wanted. And then the idea is that you mix them up. And then your vinegar is your oil, in other words, because it's stopping them from going dry. And you don't actually taste the vinegar when you actually eat them when you do them this way, because I always find myself adding some extra vinegar at the end because you just can't taste it, but it stops them from getting dry. Another alternative is a couple of sprays of extra virgin olive oil. That can also stop them from getting dry and help get them crispy, but they would no longer be a Slimming World free food. But the problem that I should mention is never use fry light in your air fryer because it will ruin it. And then it's time to place them back on. This time we're increasing the temperature up to 200 Celsius, that's 400 Fahrenheit, and taking the cook time down to 5 minutes. And we beat. And there you have it. These are our air fried Slimming World chips, and we cannot wait to tuck in. And as you can see, and here they've got a wonderful crisp on them, and it's amazing what a difference the vinegar does, or a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So if you want to do some Slimming World chips, then note the air fryer is a fantastic starting point. So these are the Slimming World chips, so I can't wait to tuck in. And they are lovely. Not as fatty as what you would get at the chip shop, but much better compared to the old Slimming World chips that you used to have in the 1990s, where they were blanched and then thrown in the oven, and they always felt dry and were always lacking. Apologies to my mum there in case she's watching this, because that's the one she used to make for me. But these are absolutely delicious, and you've got quite a lot of them with a good crisp on. The best ones seem to be the ones where you've got more skin, like the ends, because the skin is the best bit for the crisp on them, and they are absolutely fantastic. And then you could just have them with your favourite sauce and enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.